Hello, I'm John Rushton, the emotions expert, and today's topic is what other people think has nothing to do with you. I get a lot of correspondence from people, and sometimes in lectures and conversations, people are talking about what they've been told by other people about themselves, how they think, how they feel, how they look, what they should do, what they shouldn't do, and all of these kind of things. And to some extent, there may be some truth in that because other people are just reporting how they think and feel about what you've said or what you've done or something of that nature. But at the same time, when people give an opinion, it's always based on how they think, how they feel, how they perceive life, their fears, their anxieties, their tensions, their likes, their dislikes, their loves, their hates, and everything else. And so sometimes you can get something which is almost concurrent with your own thought process, but other times it's completely off the planet. And people can be quite arrogant in what they think, that they think what they say is gospel. It's absolutely there. It should be the way it is because they say this, they say that, and then they'll probably qualify that and say, well, I'm very rarely wrong in what I think and say. And of course that is again based on their opinion and how they view life and how they view people around them and their feedback. When you say something, you also get something called biofeedback, and we'll talk about this in another episode, but biofeedback is all about how you think and feel to yourself. When you see yourself in the mirror, you have an opinion of yourself. You look rough because you had a night on the tiles last night, or you've had a really good sleep and you feel all wonderful and lovey and fluffy and cuddly and everything else, or you look stressed or anxious or whatever, and you can see that in yourself and you can understand that. What you don't understand sometimes is when other people make comments about you, it's nothing to do with you. If 10,000 people have a comment about you, it's none of it has anything to do with you. It's all to do with them. These are their comments based on how they think and feel. And yes, it could be that if you're a mess, 10,000 people think you are a mess. And so that is some kind of feedback you're going to get. But over and above all that, the content of who you are, what you say, what you do, could be laced with jealousy, somebody else not wanting you to succeed, somebody else not actually agreeing with you what you've said, somebody else not physically liking you, somebody else thinking a different way, that it should be done this way and not that way. It could be somebody who's politically correct and they said, oh, you've said that in the wrong way, you can't say that, you can say that, oh, to hell with you because you're a waste of time, and all of these kind of things. And so what you've got to understand is that you have got to be you throughout all of this. By all means, take an understanding, a consensus of opinion about what is being said, but still do what you need to do, because quite often when you start out doing something, you'll get lots of comments from lots of people, and people give comments to make themselves feel good. Some people will give you a comment and they'll say something quite nasty and it makes them feel good. It makes them feel quite superior because they've said something, they've commented on something, but it's only based on what they think and they have said. And if they're really good people, they wouldn't have said that anyway, because they don't need to make themselves feel better. You know, stupid people have to actually put people down to make themselves feel better because they're so low, they're so out of their own thought process. You know, it's inconsistent with how they think and feel themselves. And so you've got to do that. Your own self-esteem and your own self-will and your own self-viability is far superior to somebody else giving you a comment. It may be that you've seen some of these programs on TV about people going into houses and giving their comments, and all of a sudden this enormous, fabulous, marvellous, wonderful house has an orange cushion, and somebody says, oh, it's an orange cushion. I hate this place. It's awful. And you can get people who are pea-brained, who will see something quite insignificant, as if you can't change an orange cushion and have a green one or a red one or a pink one or a white one or something. But they make a comment, a statement based on that. And sometimes you can pick out from people straight away how stupid and how thick and how ignorant and how lack of understanding they have within themselves about what they're saying. And the same can be about you too. People can pick something which actually jars with them, that they don't like. It's quite an abhorrent thing for them, for you to have said this. How could you have said that? Because they wouldn't have dare say that. No, but I can dare say it. I don't care what you think. You're not important. You know, a lot of people are not important. It's okay, you're preaching to an audience, so you want an audience, but you can't preach to everyone. You can't preach to everyone at all, because not everyone thinks your way. You're preaching to a select group of people. That select group of people could literally be millions, hundreds of millions, but you're preaching in a certain way. You're saying what you think, and people will follow you because they like the way that you say things, that they will concur with what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're thinking, how you're feeling. Think, yes, that's actually the way I think and feel. So when you do things in life, do it your way. Do the way that you want to do things, because this is a prime aspect of who you are. Don't be frightened. Don't be put off by people giving you bad comments. Don't be frightened about people saying negative things. Everybody will judge you whether you're good or bad. If you're very, very good, they will judge you. And if you're very, very bad, they will judge you. So you're going to get judged either way. So be who you are. That's the best person to be, because this is you in the way you are thinking and feeling. This is you in being you. This is you being whole. This is how you should be. This is how you're going to perform best, because you're in your right shell, in your right body, saying the right things at the right time. And it doesn't matter whether they're right people or wrong people. You're saying it at that particular moment in time, and this is concurrent with how others will see you, and they will understand that too. So be you and do yourself a favour, because you will think after some time, I'm so pleased I stuck to my own guns to do something, to do this, to say this, because although it was very slow, lots of people think, yes, I like that, and all of a sudden you'll get some very, very good feedback, which will mean something. It won't be a caustic comment, it'll mean something which is actually quite heartwarming. So do it for you.